Inside the room, Mr. Frank locked the door. He pulled off his shirt and turned to Adora with wild eyes. Sir, why are you removing your clothes? She asked with the innocence of a child. Be quiet, he snapped. Adora stepped back, her tiny hands trembling. I want my mommy, she cried. He grabbed her roughly and threw her on the bed. Just as he was about to unbuckle his trousers, the door swung open. Jesus! Hanani gasped, standing at the door with a nylon bag in her hand. Her eyes widened in shock. Mr. Frank jumped back, stunned. What are you doing here? I bought the marker at a shop nearby, she said, her voice shaking. For a moment, silence filled the room. The air was thick with tension. Adora sat up quickly and ran to Hanani, holding her tight. He wanted to hurt me. Mr. Frank looked pale. It's not what it looks like, I swear. But Hanani didn't respond. Her face was blank, but her eyes were calculating. She was thinking fast. She closed the door behind her slowly. Let's talk, she said to Frank. Hanani pulled Mr. Frank aside into the corridor, her hand still shaking. What do you think you're doing? She whispered sharply. Mr. Frank looked at her with pleading eyes. Please, Hanani, don't tell Madam. I beg you. Please. You want me to keep quiet about this? She asked, her voice rising. I'll give you money, 5,000 naira, he said quickly, pulling the crumpled notes from his pocket. Please, just don't tell her. Hanani stared at the money. Her heart raced. For years, Mrs. Jason had treated her with kindness, fed her well, and even bought her clothes during Christmas. But the sight of the money stirred something ugly inside her. She hesitated, pretending to be offended. Do you think I'm that cheap? Mr. Frank fell to his knees. Please, I'll pay you every day. Just let me continue teaching. Nobody has to know. Her lips tightened. She looked back toward the room where Adora was sitting on the bed, confused and scared. Hanani sighed and slowly stretched out her hand. Every day, she said quietly. Mr. Frank nodded quickly, stuffing the money into her palm. Thank you, Hanani. She said nothing more, only turned and walked down the stairs. She sat by the door and stared at the money, counting it again and again. Meanwhile, inside the room, Adora was crying softly. Mr. Frank returned, and though Adora screamed, begged, and cried, no one came to help her. Her only hope, the nanny she trusted like a big sister, was sitting just outside, busy folding and counting money. From that day on, it became a routine. Mr. Frank would teach, send Hanani away or pay her off, and continue his evil. Hanani would act deaf to Adora's cries. When it was over, Hanani whispered, If you tell anyone,